I'm the guy. You're fired. Are you ready? They make sure you ain't booty.
Any man with two hands has a fighting chance.
Beat up John Cena. Welcome to Raw is Jericho. Austin 316 says I just ripped your ass. How you doing? You smell. What the Rock? You just made the list. Welcome to the Kevin Owens Show. It's cooking.
Hey, and welcome to R&J Podcasts at The Scoop.
Scoop.
Yeah, I think it's only appropriate that we start this episode by saying wherever you are in the world and whatever's happened, be it earthquake, floods, hurricanes, anything, stay safe and wishing you all the best. And anyone who can support should support any way you can.
Well said, Rodders.
Thank you. That was actually quite sensible for once.
It was. Also, we're leaving Audio Boom, so if you're around the world and listening to us, we won't be here as of October. So you need to get on YouTube and type in Turnbuckle Daily. Turnbuckle Daily. That's our website, and it's also our new YouTube channel where we're going to continue to give you the scoop each and every week.
Yep. Everything's the same apart from we're moving to YouTube. It will be advertised on our Twitter account. So give us a follow anyway.
Yes.
Easy. Right. Head to the news.
News time.
News.
Ring of Honor says that they would welcome back Daniel Bryan.
Great.
Water is wet and the sky is blue.
I mean, yeah.
Obviously. Literally anyone would welcome Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Paige is returning to WWE. Can you guess which brand she's coming to?
SmackDown?
It is SmackDown. She's coming back to SmackDown Live. Who would you like to see Paige feud with on SmackDown Live, Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Well, it's obviously Charlotte, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have no interest in a Paige Carmella feud.
Oh, does that mean that... Okay, so surely... We'll get into this later.
Okay. Speaking of flares, an update on the greatest of all time, Ric Flair. He's recently been talking about his struggles with alcohol abuse, and he's vowed to never drink again. It's been quite rough for the Nature Boy. His family were told when he was put into a medically induced coma that he had a 20% chance of living.
Ooh.
They basically said to Charlotte, your dad's going to die. That's grim. Speaking of grim, WCPW sees a mass exodus of their on-air talent. People like Adam Pacitti, that's how you say it, and Adam Blampede are leaving WCPW. That is the heart and soul of that company ripped out. There have been some rather bad accusations made about the owner of WCPW, as in the owner of What Culture, and it's not looking very good for them right now.
Okay, so bad news for What Culture, but good news elsewhere?
Good news for those guys, because they're very talented, and I think they'll do a good job on their own.
Cool. And if they feel as though they need any extra support,
yes. Anyway, let's take WCPW, get rid of that P, and talk WWE Starrcade. That's right, WCW's biggest pay-per-view, Starrcade, is coming to WWE on November 25th at a house show.
How does that work? Sorry, what?
That works like this. WWE said, we have intellectual property rights, but we also still don't like WCW. Because Vince McMahon has tiny grapefruits and cannot get over the past. So we have on November 25th in North Carolina, it's Flair country, 2 steel cage matches, Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and the SmackDown Women's Champion Natalya versus Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
As far as I know, this is not being aired on the network.
Okay.
Starcade.
Okay.
Even more ridiculous. WWE have the rights to the pay-per-view Halloween Havoc.
Oh, really?
They have the rights to Halloween Havoc, and they're not using it. That is dumb. And finally, in a final bit of news, WWE sent out a very interesting survey. I'm going to bring this up now. Let's have a look at this survey. Right.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Rodders, you have 5 choices. You have extremely interested, very interested, moderately interested, somewhat interested, and not at all interested.
Okay.
These are things that you might like to see on the WWE network on a premium price tier. So they haven't said how much this will be, but
So I'm paying big bucks here.
yeah, so we're talking maybe $15, $20 a month.
Ooh.
15, 20 quid a month. Okay, so TNA, historic and new programming from TNA / Impact / Global Force Wrestling.
Yeah. Why not?
Extremely interested, very interested, moderately interested, somewhat interested, not at all interested. I'm going to go for moderately interested.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, moderately or very, but moderately, I think. I think that's, yeah, middle.
Okay.
Middle to upper.
Okay, great, shut up. Original scripted comedies. Comedies such as WWE Superstar Roasts, Southpaw Regional Wrestling, or WWE's version of The Office.
Fuck. Extremely just to see it get done because fuck me. That would be... even if it's shit, it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilariously shit.
I would do it
or
just
amazing.
to see Braun Strowman sat eating a Scotch egg.
Yes. Yes.
In America, it's
and also John Cena is
fanny
so good at those.
John Cena would be an amazing Brent.
Yep.
I could see Cena as Brent, and I think he'd pull it off.
Yep. But well, you say that, but we're not talking UK office. They would be doing US office. So.
Oh. Well, this is your domain because I don't know much about US office.
Okay, US office is hilarious as well. It's different, but outrageously hilarious. Worth watching.
I'm sure Cena could pull off a good Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Cool. Audio Channel, a section of WWE Network for listening only that provides audio play-by-play of pay-per-views, music playlists, sports radio style call-in shows, and podcasts. Can I stop you before you say your answer?
Okay.
Why would I need a play-by-play of pay-per-views? Why would I need radio? I've got the network. That seems stupid.
Yeah. I'm only extremely interested if they need, a middle-aged, young, up-and-coming podcast duo from the Great British Isles.
Okay. Okay.
So, no.
Okay. So, not at all interested.
Sorry.
I kind of agree with you on that one. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Other promotions. Listen to the wording. Listen to the wording.
Okay.
Historic and new programming from Insane Championship Wrestling. Progress Wrestling. New Japan Pro Wrestling or other regional indie promotions. New Japan Pro Wrestling or other regional indie promotions.
Well, that's sure
dig.
Yeah.
That is a
face.
dig. That
My
really
word.
is. What a dig from WWE. New
New
Japan are not a regional indie. Let's get that clear right now.
No, they've got
They
their
are the
own
second
network.
biggest company in the world. So, extremely interested?
Yeah. I mean, content from New Japan. I'll take that.
I would, if they had everything, I would happily pay 20 quid a month for Progress, WWE, and New Japan in one package.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I'm already paying more than that. So,
well, there you go.
as long as I get everything, I'm happy.
Yeah. All or nothing, baby. All or nothing.
Mm-hmm. House shows. For the first time ever, get a live ringside view of select WWE house shows.
I mean, like you were saying before, I don't want to take away from house shows. You want people to go there because it's a exclusive visit. Maybe highlights of house shows are more appropriate, but yeah, in terms of whether I'd be interested, yeah, moderately to very. But I wouldn't want to take away from the exclusivity of going to a house show.
The biggest problem as well with house shows is that it's an opportunity for the stars to maybe not work quite as hard.
Yeah, and it's a chance for them to. I mean, there are some amusing things that happen there, but they usually make it to YouTube,
and that you can't do on the network.
Yeah,
there's things you can't do on the network that you can do at house shows,
like Braun Strowman swearing at Roman Reigns.
Yes, that was funny.
That was hilarious, and it was. The thing is that it was so quick. It was like boop, and then done.
Anyway, tournaments. New in-ring tournaments, such as a Pro-Am style tournament, WWE versus NXT, a Lucha tournament, a tag team tournament, or a Queen/King of the Ring tournament.
Yes. I'm all over that. I love the idea of tournaments.
Wouldn't mind seeing a WWE NXT tournament.
Yeah.
A Lucha tournament would be Kalisto versus Sin Cara.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
Versus Grand Metalik.
Okay.
A tag team tournament, not that fast. King of the Ring, I think is too late.
Really?
Yeah. Money in the Bank has surpassed King of the Ring.
Ooh.
No,
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
When I say surpassed, I mean
Replaced.
That's
Yeah.
what that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, Ring of Honor. Historic and new programming from Ring of Honor.
Sure, I'll be very interested in that.
Yeah, I think very to extremely for me. That would be interesting. That would be good.
Yeah, exactly.
And there you go. That was the news.
Oh, brilliant. That was the news.
Oh, there's a lot of news.
That was a lot of news. It was a lot of good news as well. Like
It was
interesting
a lot of good news. A lot of good,
fascinating.
interesting, happy news.
Yeah.
I like happy, interesting news. Not depressing as hell. Apart from Flair. Wicked. He's alive.
Yes.
Good news. Good news. Shall we move on to Raw?
Oh, let's move on to Raw.
Raw.
No, sorry.
The show without racism.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you want to start?
Let's begin at the beginning.
I mean, you don't want to start with Goldust?
Sorry, Dustin? Not Goldust. Dustin
Sorry.
Rhodes.
Yes. Dustin.
Yes. By the way, obviously we can talk about this now because I felt it was not good to talk about it in the news because it's not just a general passing bit of news, but the greatest manager in professional wrestling history, Bobby the Brain Heenan, has passed away.
Yes.
And this show started with a graphic on the screen in memory of him, and he will be missed. He suffered a lot in the last couple of years, but he is by far the greatest manager. He is one of the greatest commentators ever. If no Bobby Heenan, no Corey Graves. Flat out. He said it himself. Rest in peace, Bobby Heenan.
Yeah. Thank you. This is such a thoughtful and nice.
It is.
And just
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angle comes out, interrupted by The Miz. They're starting to do something with Jason Jordan, therefore I don't mind.
Yeah, they are starting to do something. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just they need to do something with the Intercontinental Championship.
What they need to do is, I think, at No Mercy, I have a funny feeling, which No Mercy coming up this Sunday.
Yeah.
I think Senor Jordan will be turning heel after he loses this match.
Okay, and how is he going to do that, and where is he going to aim it?
I think he's going to flip out and he's going to be pissed off.
And he's going to get into an ambulance.
And I think
reverse
Kurt...
it.
No. I think Kurt's going to try and console him and calm him down. He's going to say, "Nah, screw you. You're not my real father." I hate you, Dad.
God.
Hey, Dad, you suck. You suck my balls, Dad. Ugh. Goddamn asshole.
Okay, and okay. All right, where's he going to aim this anger?
I don't know. That's up to the paid professionals.
Oh, fuck.
He's not going to aim the anger anyway. He's just going to fucking be there.
Do you think he's going to get really annoyed and then like take off the straps to his shirt and be like, as he always does?
Yes, probably.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
No, it's just a thing.
Yeah, it's just a thing. Right, anyway, to get back to the important stuff with Dustin Rhodes.
Yes.
I do have a serious question about Dustin. Question about Dustin.
Tell me what you think about this.
What I'm thinking is, right, he lost to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
How do you retire him?
How do you retire Goldust?
How do you retire him respectfully?
Well, you could do what is being floated around, I think, at Starrcade.
Fuck.
You bring back Cody Rhodes for one match alongside his brother Goldust, and that's where Goldust bows out.
Okay.
Ring of Honor champion in a WWE ring. Why not? It's only a house show.
Okay.
I'm sure they could figure it out.
Okay.
Why not?
Fair dues. All right.
Why not? Hardy Boys versus the Rhodes Brothers.
That works well. That works nicely.
I think that's a good way for him to retire.
Oh, okay.
He's got to be near the end now. I don't see what else you do with Goldust. I mean, really?
Yeah, you can't give him any championships.
No, he's literally the third wheel in this feud. The feud between two of my favourites that is just boring me to tears. Positivity tonight. We're all about the positives. Let's talk about Lesnar and Strowman.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my God, right. I mean, there are things that WWE does wrong on a consistent basis. This feud is not one of them.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Like, oh my God, how good. The funny thing is, the co-main events for this show, including Cena versus Reigns, have been executed to perfection up to this point.
Yep.
I think Reigns finally got his own back. You know, I wouldn't be in this position if I, was a John Cena clone. I ain't no John Cena clone. I ain't no jacked up white dude. Just ask Alice Riley. That was funny. That was funny. Even if I botched saying Alex Riley, it was still funny as hell. Oh, Mr. Reigns.
Oh, Mr. Reigns.
I'm so looking forward to John Cena versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I think that match might be better than Lesnar Strowman.
I think that the quality of wrestling could be better, or is going to be better, but I think Lesnar and Strowman, if it can last more than 10 minutes, I think that's Lesnar Strowman's going to be more intense and going to be more kind of like edge of your seat stuff, whereas I think Cena Reigns is going to be sit back and enjoy.
I think that Roman and Cena are going to have more of a wrestling match to try and prove a point. Yep. I think that Lesnar and Strowman need to go in there and have an Attitude Era main event.
Yeah. Tables
have to be broken. Bodies bruised. How do you learn to fall off a 20-foot ladder?
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler impression. Yeah, can't wait. Can he not wait for these two matches? Great build. Can't fault him for this build. Done a hell of a job.
So would you have said that you have ever done anything 115 times? In a row. The exact same way.
No. Why? Why is that? Is that a certain Kurt Hawkins?
I'm just wondering, if you get to that number, do you keep going or do you... I know it's a joke.
Someone's
but
got to look. The thing is, Kurt Hawkins knows his position on that show.
Yeah.
And he might have lost 115 matches, but I can guarantee that he hasn't missed his last 115 paychecks. It's not a bad position to be in if you can get it.
This is true.
He's doing a good job. He's there what he's there for.
Okay. Right. Can you try and explain to me why Braun Strowman attacked Enzo? Is there any reason for it, or was it just kind of like...
Everyone fucking hates Enzo.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Because I was like, oh, shit, all right, okay, Braun. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you if you want to go and...
I cannot wait for YouTube. I'm coming. Yeah. Fuck Enzo Amore. I hope Neville destroys him.
No, I hope Enzo wins.
And
Just
fucking
so
take
it's
out
just like,
fucking bastard fucking
fuck's sake.
Johnny bastard.
Dear. Oh, dear. Right. Okay. So we've already talked about Jason Jordan.
Yes, we have. The man who is in the IC title match at No Mercy.
Question. Are they going to redo a Matt versus Jeff Hardy feud?
What feud? No. It's never ever worked.
No.
In WWE, it has never worked. Funnily enough, TNA did it really well. Final Deletion was...
Yes.
I mean, when I actually look back at that shit...
Yep.
I cannot believe it took that to make a Hardy's feud work.
Yep.
I mean, outrageous.
I remember when I first came across it and I was like, Jake, what the fuck is Matt Hardy doing? What the fuck is he doing?
I think the way the conversation started was, you know how you love the Hardys and you're wondering where they are now?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yep.
The fuck sort of weird Pornhub shit are you sending me? Trust me, they were the ones getting fucked, not getting paid most likely. Shall we move?
Is there anything you wanted to say about the Raw Women's Championship?
Yes.
Apart from Bayley's back.
Bayley's back. Hey, we want some Bayley. Don't want any bay leafs though.
No.
Don't know who's going to win this match. Probably Alexa. Probably.
Well, we discussed it before.
Maybe Sasha could win it, and then lose the next night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about Bo Dallas's
No.
jacket?
No.
Okay.
Fuck Bo Dallas.
Fuck Bo Dallas. You are just in a
Fuck
mood
Bo Dallas.
where it's like, fuck
I'm
Bo
in a
Dallas.
I'm in a real
fuck Enzo Amore.
Fuck Enzo
Fuck
Amore.
Aiden
Fuck Bo
English.
Dallas. Wear proper clothes. Fuck Aiden English.
Yeah, well, I was just...
It's SmackDown time.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect segue.
Shane McMahon's looking old as fuck.
He is, but
Yes.
he's looking old, but he's looking good old.
Yeah. He also said that Vince McMahon is a tough son of a bitch. He called his grandma a bitch.
True.
Yes. The rumour now, and it's being reported by Slice Wrestling, who are right 85% of the time, I'd say.
Okay. That's a high percentage.
Kevin Owens is about to play the game.
Okay.
I'll leave it there.
Ah,
Yeah.
excellent.
I would happily see that match at WrestleMania next year.
Oh, yeah.
I would happily see Kevin Owens in a street fight with that man.
Ooh,
Like a proper street fight. Not what he did with Rollins. I don't want Stephanie out there. I just want Triple H versus Kevin Owens.
Yep, and
I made you, I can break you.
I want a decent,
A dish.
decent, because I was going to say sledgehammer.
Oh, yes.
I want a decent, well-made,
Ba, ba.
hidden.
I wanna be Sledgehammer.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The Sledgehammer gets its own entrance with Peter Gabriel on the stage.
Yes. Yes.
Why the hell not?
It could be driven to the ring, like depending
could.
where the ring is.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Aiden English is getting promoted.
But fuck no! Right, we're still on Owens. and
No,
Shane.
no, we've moved on.
No,
More
no,
important
no. We
things.
got to
More
talk about this
important
Hell in a Cell
things.
match. It's a Hell in a Cell match.
For fuck's sake.
October
Yeah.
the 8th. Hell in a Cell.
What about it?
Well, we said it was going to happen.
Yeah, of course we did.
said it. We said it needed to happen. This is the first feud in a long time where I'm happy it's in a cell.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the moment. This right here, because every year it's Hell in a Cell. Oh, we've got to put a match in a cell. That's not how it should work.
This
Probably
makes
the
sense.
most,
This makes
foremost.
sense.
Yes, the foremost Hell in a Cell match from our childhood. No Way Out.
Yeah.
2000. Triple H, Cactus Jack. They had to take it to that level. If Cactus Jack wanted to win the title, they had to take it to that level. Now, I'm not saying this match is on that level. It's not on par with that feud. But I'm saying right now, when we look back in 5-6 years, because Kevin Owens in 5-6 years will probably be one of the biggest stars in the company, we will look back on that night and that moment, and I'm pretty much sure that you'll say, that's it, that's the moment that he was the man, he became the star. Kevin Owens has got to lay it all on the line in this match.
About something like the last pay-per-view. I swear you said
No.
same
I said
thing.
it. I'm pretty sure I said it about Kevin Owens headbutting Vince McMahon.
Oh yes, that
This
was it.
This is the most.
Okay. So it's like these
It's an
moments, these
elongate-
collective
yes.
moments, this period of time.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha. I get this. You know,
Owens
transitional period.
316 said, "I just kicked your ass."
Exactly.
I need Kevin Owens as a babyface.
I need to ask you a question though.
Okay.
Right. Are you sure this should be a Hell in the Cell match and not a Punjabi prison match?
I'm not now. I don't think it should be a Punjabi prison match because I don't want anything related to racism. Please.
Great. Good
Oh my-
answer.
Oh my god, wax on, wax off. What the fuck are you doing? No. When the crowd is saying that's too far,
Yeah.
like there are ways of taking the mick out of Shinsuke Nakamura without resorting to race.
This is true.
The year is 2017. Jinder Mahal is a professional.
If
Singh brothers
anything,
are professionals. Do not give him that material.
no.
It's not right. It's not on. It's not acceptable.
Yeah, especially resorting to having to take the piss out of like a very stereotypical accent.
Yes. That pisses me off.
And
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either. And it's this idea that that's not going to help. That's not going to help with that overall strategy of trying to get Jinder, like trying to get people interested in Jinder and the WWE.
Well, apparently, network subscriptions in India have gone down ever since Jinder's become champion.
Well, there we go.
That's a bit of an issue, isn't it?
That is an issue. Move the title on. See what that happens.
Yeah, the Jinder experiment hasn't worked.
Nope.
Let's face it. They were right to give someone new a chance, but the WWE title doesn't mean as much now. The Universal title is the top title in the company because look at the feud they have for it. It's all about perception. When it was Cena versus AJ for that belt, like top belt in the company,
Sure.
because who is fighting for it? Whereas right now, I mean, I am a Shinsuke fan. It's obvious that I'm a Shinsuke fan. I love him. But Jinder's better than this. What I really liked about Jinder at first is it was a little bit ham-fisted, but Jinder saying things like, "You don't like me because of the colour of my skin." But then he would be subtle about it. He'd then just he wouldn't it got more and more, racial overtones, and just more and more, I'm gonna throw it in your face that I'm from India, and the funny thing is, I don't think people in India like that. I mean, I don't want to speak for people, but it's a bit like if there was a United Kingdom, a guy from the UK, and he was champion, and like when William Regal was like over the top British, that wouldn't make me want to watch the show. It'd make me go, why are they fucking stereotyping me?
Yep.
That would piss me off. I don't want to be a fucking stereotype. I just want to watch and enjoy the show. I don't want to be told, oh, this is what you're like. This is what your whole country's like. So maybe that's turning people off a little bit. The whole Jinder, Jinder Mahal should have a character. He should have a personality. Not every American wrestler's personality is I'm American. So why, just because he's Indian, his personality shouldn't be I'm Indian? It should be like Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn obviously has the Arabic letters on his trunks, but that's not his whole personality. Nope. He has a character, but this just happens to be who he is. But it's not the only. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's not his defining factor. It's just part of him.
And they would probably get more viewers if they concentrated on making a good, better feud for that belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rather than continuing to push Jinder. Fair enough. I guess do it for, a few months, 2, and then if it has worked, great, move on. If it hasn't worked, it hasn't worked. Stop trying to get it to work.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes things can have a slow start and then build into something more meaningful. But I think a lot of fans in the US as well, I mean, again, I don't want to speak for fans in the US, but watching week on week and watching these pay-per-views, I don't think people want to boo someone purely because of where they're from.
No.
I think people want to boo someone because he's doing dastardly deeds. This isn't the mid-80s. Like, Hulk Hogan's not coming back to defeat the evil foreigner. People don't want to see that anymore.
No.
They want characters that have layers, that have personalities. I think Jinder is solid in the ring. Let him have a personality. Don't make him go out there and just purely go, you hate me because of who I am.
Yeah, and he does it week in, week out.
Exactly. Hate me because of my actions. Not because of who I am. And I think some people probably view it as kind of like, I don't want to boo this because I'm not a racist.
Yeah.
And I judge people based on what they do, not who they are.
Yep.
That's my lefty rant over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fair shout with that.
Yeah, but it pisses me off. I know it pisses you off as well. It's just...
Yeah.
It's just unnecessary. It's the same reason why no one gives a fuck about Rusev.
Oh, yeah.
What is Rusev's character?
Well, at the moment, it's have a match based on either Rusev being number 1, lose, go away, come back, talk about his country, have a match, lose, go away. Every time I see him, I think, okay, when are you moving to a different company?
Yeah. But if you not every, let's not generalize. If you look at most foreign characters in WWE right now, what is their gimmick? It's where they're from.
Yeah, it's their proud heritage.
Do you know whose gimmick isn't where he's from? Aleister Black in NXT. He's Dutch.
Yeah.
He's Dutch. He doesn't come out wearing clogs and act as a stereotype of a Dutch man. He comes out, beats people up and leaves. That's why people like him. It's 2017. We need to get over these stereotypes. It is doing my head in. We don't need it. Save it for Southpaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, let's now talk about Aiden English and the 10-minute match he had with Randy Orton.
I mean, my word, I was expecting that to just end really quickly. And then before I knew it, they were outside the ring, and I was like, oh my goodness, Aiden English is dick thin compared to Randy Orton.
But Aiden English actually controlled most of the match, and Randy only just beat him with an RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This is called looking good in defeat.
And you know what? It follows my plan perfectly. A few beautiful defeats, and then suddenly, boom. He's beating a newcomer.
I'd quite like Aiden English in like, you know, an elimination chamber match where he's in it and no one expects him to win, but he's one of the last two. And it's like, fuck, Aiden English could win this.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
where it's
take it to the point where it's like, oh my God, Aiden English could win this.
he's like the second to last out or the last one out.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, oh my God.
Yeah. And then Aiden English helped Rusev.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he just climbed back up onto the ropes, and
Yeah.
that was that. And then, yeah.
What annoys me, I don't know if you've seen Up, Up, Down, Down with Rusev on it.
No.
He's hilarious.
I've seen him when he's playing as Real Madrid on FIFA. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. He is so funny.
He is.
He is so funny. He's got so much personality, but he doesn't get the opportunity to show it.
No. It is a character and it is an act what he puts on, like, you know, as to most of them. But ironically, it's like Enzo is not an act.
Yeah. I don't want to, yeah. And then after that, of course, we get to... I don't want to get to Jinder. I'm not interested.
No.
I'm not interested. Let's go to someone who's not, you know, doesn't judge people by the colour of their skin. AJ Styles cut a promo before his match with Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. No. Do you know what pisses me off? I mean, I'm in two minds about AJ. I just see shit, I read shit, I hear shit, and I just go, man, if you weren't such
Stay off Twitter.
If you weren't such a fucking... I want to be an AJ Styles fan.
Oh, and you so were as well at like Rev Pro and whatnot.
AJ Styles is the reason I got back into wrestling. Like, because of his performances in TNA and Ring of Honor. He is the reason I started watching wrestling again. He's arguably one of the best in the world. But he makes it so hard for me to be a fan. I will continue to enjoy watching him in the ring. I will enjoy his work, but I'm not...
Imagine if you met him.
I did once.
Ooh.
You know, he was absolutely cordial, really nice, really polite. He thanked me for going to the show. He makes it very difficult. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then fucking use Google.
Yeah. Oh, I feel as though I need to give you a hug. There's too much hatred. I mean, this started so well with so many nice, kind
There's
thoughts.
so many positives.
And now it's just gone into racism.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a championship match.
Did we? Yes. Did we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes. We did.
Yes. We did.
Nice one, Ty.
Yeah. Yeah, well done, Ty. Well done, Mr. Dillinger. Let's get to good news. Charlotte came back and was talking about her daddy, Rick. Greatest of all time.
I mean...
this was excellent. It's so nice. It's just nice that she could come out and say, look, you know, my dad's alive. He's doing better. He's coming back round.
Yeah,
And
well,
then,
it was nice to have that kind of like... I guess that was a very personal moment.
Yes. And then Natalia comes down and just ruins it.
Natalia. Well done.
Yeah, goddamn Natalia.
Oh, love her. So good. And that's okay. This is where we're going to talk about it. Right. Here we go. So you have Natalia and then you have Charlotte and you're thinking, right, this is the time for Charlotte to come back and do what she does best.
Yep.
Just become the queen.
Yes.
And then you're going, oh, wait. But Carmella's got the briefcase.
Okay. I don't know if Carmella's going to cash in. The biggest problem, and this is what happens when reality sets in, I did not want Ric Flair to die. I didn't want him to get ill. I didn't want anything to happen like that. The best version of Charlotte is as a heel. How are we meant to boo Charlotte now? How can you boo Charlotte when her dad nearly died? You cannot. You can't boo someone whose dad nearly died. I've tried. I'm joking.
Fuck.
Hey, your dad's choking. Boo! Not allowed back in that restaurant. Really not allowed back in that restaurant.
I thought you'd like being banned from hospitals.
What do you mean he's breathing? You suck.
Right.
Yeah.
Move it on. Right. Okay. So, no, you can't boo Charlotte at all. So, I guess, unless she brings it upon herself, she's got to bring it upon herself.
Let's have Natalia's going to win this match. I think they need to keep the belt on Natty for a good while longer. Maybe have Paige take the belt from her. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Paige.
You're missing my key issue.
What's your key issue?
Carmella.
No. If Carmella cashes in at Hell in a Cell and wins the title, who does she go up against? Becky?
I have no idea. Anyway, as someone else, but that is my issue. Is that what do you do with Carmella? Like now that Charlotte's back.
Yeah, but Carmella. The fact is, Carmella does not have to win that belt. Does not have to cash in for nearly a whole year.
Yes, this is true. I mean, you can cash in whenever. It could be interesting. I think they're going to play with the storyline a bit more. She's going to say, like, I don't want to be Baron Corbin. I don't want to get this wrong. Yeah.
She has to pick the perfect moment to cash in.
Have they ever had it where... I mean, let's get to the nitty-gritty. What does the contract actually say about when she can cash in and when that contract is void? Because could she cash in on Money in the Bank next year?
No, I think it runs out the day of Money, like the night before, I think.
Oh, okay.
But then saying that, I remember when Dolph Ziggler won Money in the Bank, and he said, I'm cashing in at Wrestle. No, because it wasn't at Mania. I take it all, but I don't know. I think it's the day before, because you can't have someone cash in. Yeah, it must be the day before. To be honest, they'll change that. If they change their mind, they change their mind.
Yeah.
But she won't. I don't think she's going to cash in for a while. I don't see the need for her to. I think Natalya should keep the belt for a little while longer. I'm just gutted that Asuka's going to Raw. I wanted Charlotte versus Asuka. I need Charlotte versus Asuka.
Well, couldn't that happen at Survivor Series? No.
Charlotte versus Asuka won't happen till at least WrestleMania next year.
Yeah.
At the very, very earliest.
Tell you one thing. This is going back to Raw for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream that Seth Rollins won the US Championship and was in the ring with Dean Ambrose and celebrating. They were like, yeah. No, it was weird.
Okay.
That's it.
You had a terrible dream because it was the wrong belt on the wrong show.
I know. Well, things can happen, I mean, you kept saying that there was going to be a draft, and there was never a draft.
You suck.
Hey.
Okay, so let's talk about Kevin Owens and the fact that he doesn't know how to iron a shirt.
Yeah, I can't talk about that because I never do any ironing, and work does say, do you iron your shirts? No.
Oh my God.
I still don't do anything about it. It's fine.
Also the New Day versus Usos. Is that in a Hell in a Cell? I think it might. I don't know. That could be. That's fairly feasible in a cell. I'm looking forward to that if it's in a cell.
Yeah, because the Usos are all about being in the No, isn't it a street match?
Is it street fight? Okay.
It's a street match. That's because that's the stipulations the Usos were allowed.
Oh, okay.
They got to choose, and they said, yeah, it's going to be a street match.
Is it one of those things where they're like, you get to choose between a street fight, a no holds barred, or a no DQ match?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, you got the hype bros going, we need to do something different. So that's their heel turn.
No, Zack Ryder's turning heel.
Oh, okay.
Zack Ryder's turning heel. Mojo isn't, I don't think. Whatever, it's not.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wanted
Speaking
to
of heel turns. Speaking
I wanted
heel
to
turns.
talk about Mojo Rawley.
Speaking of anyone. Dolph Ziggler.
Okay, I've heard news.
What news?
I've heard that a certain Mojo Rawley... No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Right, no, I've genuinely...
That would have been hilarious if you'd done that.
I've heard that so Dolph Ziggler is going to keep doing this, and it's going to build up to a match at Hell in a Cell where over the next week or so he's going to come out, and he's eventually going to come out with Bobby Roode's entrance, who is then going to actually appear, beat the shit out of him, and say, "Don't take the piss out of me."
Okay. I like that.
And then set up Hell in a Cell.
I like that.
That is the rumour I have heard. Because Bobby Roode's being kept off TV for a little bit, apparently.
Okay, no, that's quite good. That's quite a good feud. I like Ziggler versus Roode. That looks pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I did like Dolph coming out to Triple H's theme.
Yes.
And saying, "Can I run NXT now?"
Yes.
And then the crowd was like, CM Punk, if he came out to Cult of Personality.
Oh,
yes, please. Yes, please. They would boo him merciless. Next time they're in Chicago, they have to hit Cult of Personality. I know they want to. That'd be amazing. Where is CM Punk? Come back, you bastard.
Is he not? Swear he's doing another.
Yeah, he's probably going to do another MMA fight.
Yep. Because that went well.
Yeah, it's like, remember when Michael Jordan started playing baseball? Dude. Come back to basketball. What CM Punk needs to do is he needs to have a tag team match with Bugs Bunny.
Yes.
Make that film. Someone make that film. CM Punk joins forces with Bugs Bunny in a tag team match against the guys from Moron Mountain. What a terrible film that is. It's just one big advert. Hour and a half's worth of advert. Yeah, Ziggles. I do like Ziggles. Charlotte, yes. Charlotte
bored
versus
of him,
Natty.
but that's okay.
What?
I'm getting slightly bored of him, but that's okay.
Who's Ziggles?
They've got to run this. He's entertaining at first, but then he just starts talking more.
Hey! At least they're doing something with Ziggler.
This is true.
They're doing something with Ziggler. He's getting television time.
Yes, I just need to remember that it is leading somewhere, and they're not just stalling.
Yes.
So that's fine.
Yeah. Then fatal 4-way match where Charlotte became the number one contender to Natty's title, Hell in a Cell. So, shall we give some quick predicciones?
Can I just ask one thing?
Yes.
Right, okay. Elias.
Yes.
Right. Is he always going to be the first one in the ring? So if he gets a title at some point, is he always just going to be the first one into the ring? Because he has to sing his song.
I don't think he's going to get a title.
Oh, that's a shame. You were so happy with him at first.
Yeah, I was. But they've done nothing with him. Shall we talk about proper things?
Let's talk about proper things.
No Mercy predictions. The
Right.
Miz versus Jason Jordan.
I'm going for Jordan.
Okay, I'm going for Miz.
Oh. Son of a bitch. Right, okay.
The Miz is going to retain his IC title, in my opinion. So we're 1-1. Okay. Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks versus Bayley versus Nia Jax versus Emma. Fatal 5-way match for the WWE Raw Women's title. Man,
You just fucked that up massively.
yeah. Fatal 5-way match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship.
Well done. I'm going... Nia's going to get annihilated, as per usual. Alexa is going to win, and she's going to pin either Sasha or Bayley, which is going to set up that feud.
Yeah, I think Alexa should win.
Yeah.
WWE Cruiserweight Championship match.
Enzo
Amore
Enzo
versus the king of the
Enzo.
Cruiserweights, Neville.
Purely just so I can see Neville's face.
If Enzo Amore,
Oh my goodness. A more way.
I couldn't be bothered to say it properly. Fuck that guy. If Enzo wins this match,
You will.
it is the death knell for 205 Live.
Oh, okay. This is okay, fair point. I think in that case, yeah, no, it has to be Neville to win, because it would be the biggest slap in the face to 205 Live
Yes.
since its creation.
Enzo Amore. Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah. Fucking
Coffee.
coffee. Fucking tomatoes.
Yeah, so it has to be Neville.
A singles match with no apparent feud. Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt.
I
Why are they still feuding? Why are they still feuding?
don't.
Why are they still feuding? No one
This
gives
is the
a
thing, is that I don't want to make a prediction because I don't care.
fuck. Okay. I abstain.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Bray Wyatt purely because Balor's not going to have his makeup. And that's the point of the feud.
Wow, you were paying attention.
And if Bray loses,
Ugh.
I don't think I can go through another Bray Wyatt losing. I don't think my wife can go through Bray Wyatt losing again. Right, so tag team match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship, funnily enough.
Well done.
Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus The Bar. The fucking bar. Cesaro and Shamos.
It just sounds as though they're always going to the pub.
I bet they are.
Um,
Don't you fucking get it? We're fucking European. Fuck you up, you fuckers.
Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
I'm half Irish, so I can do this. Okay, yeah, I agree. Singles match. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. This is difficult to predict.
Yeah. I mean, I think... Oh, but Roman's got this whole thing of it's my yard and no one actually pins me.
There's two ways this ends in my head. One, Roman wins clean with a spear because Cena's going away for a while. Two,
Yeah.
number two, Taker returns and costs Cena the match.
Fuck.
And then we get Cena versus Taker at WrestleMania next year, and that is where the Taker character retires.
Wow. Well, you just caught me out of nowhere. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah, I know we bring it up pretty much every week about Taker recently, but every time we hit stop, I just completely forget.
Yeah. That's my prediction. My prediction is that Cena loses this match because of the Undertaker.
Nice, because that's
So Cena picks Roman up on his shoulders for a third attitude adjustment, and then the gong hits.
Shit. Shit. Okay, he might not even appear. It might just be the gong hits, and Cena's like, what? And then Roman gets the upper hand. Okay.
Because did you remember John Cena recently saying that, Roman beat The Undertaker, but he just beat an old veteran with a bad hip?
Ooh.
That's right. Main event time. Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman versus Braun.
That caught me by surprise so much.
Sorry.
I know my head is saying Brock, but I'm going Braun. Everything else is just like, Braun. Has to be Braun.
I'm going Brock as well.
Braun.
Because I still think the plan next year is Brock Reigns.
Braun.
I still see it being Brock Reigns. However, the job they've done with Braun Strowman has been phenomenal. Nothing short of phenomenal. He is a star. He is a legit star. He's one of the big guys who can go.
Yes.
I would take Braun Strowman and I would put him... I mean, he's better than Kane in his prime. Let's be honest.
Correct.
He's better than Kane. I wouldn't say he's quite the Undertaker yet.
That's a fair point.
But he's better than a lot of big guys.
The thing is that he's expanding his repertoire.
He's just getting better and better. He's just out there, and he's just like, the thing is, they keep pairing him with the Big Show, and like, he's kind of like being groomed to be the next Big Show. He's better than Big Show.
He is.
Like,
yeah, by far.
No disrespect to the Big Show, Paul White.
Oh, none.
He's a phenomenal performer.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman's better than Big Show, like by a mile. I would say right now that Braun Strowman reminds me a little bit of Test, in that he's better than Test, by the way. But
okay, I was just gonna.
He's on the precipice right now, because there was a point in time where Test looked like he was going to be a main event star.
Yeah.
Like, this was the point in time where he got fucked over by Triple H. And Test could have been upper echelon. He had a phenomenal match with Shane McMahon. Over Stephanie McMahon. And it was a great match. That was Test proving himself. Braun is on the precipice right now. If Braun goes in there and has a blow-away match with Lesnar, he's a made man. And I have no doubt that he will. No doubt in my mind that he will. Brock Lesnar main event matches are must-see television, I will say. Without Brock Lesnar for the last couple of years, this show would have sucked hard.
Yup. I want to fire one last question at you.
Okie dokles.
It's a genuinely serious question, by the way. It's not gold dust or R-Truth, whatever. Okay.
Mojo.
Anyway. Right, yeah, Mojo. No. Kurt Angle returning to the ring. How do you see that unfolding?
I feel slightly caught off guard. Because right now, looking at the landscape of WWE, who do you put him in the ring with?
Not sure.
You don't put him in there with Cena.
No.
You don't put him in there with Brock.
No.
You don't put him there with Seth. I don't really want to see that. I don't know where this fascination with Seth and Angles come from. I don't care. I don't see it.
Don't put him in there with the Miz, please.
No. I would quite like to see Jason Jordan turn heel and eventually a Kurt Angle Jason Jordan match.
Okay.
But only with the caveat that Angle has other matches. That can't be a one and done purely with Jason Jordan. But I would quite like to see a Jason Jordan Kurt Angle match. Father versus son. Have you still got it, old man type thing. I think that'd be quite a good match, because you could have like them doing like amateur holds, and Jordan's got the upper hand because he's fit and he's healthy, but Kurt Angle knows things. He's he's an old dog, you know. He knows things that Jordan doesn't know, and
he's got the secrets.
He can pull out little tricks that Jordan won't know about, and I'd quite like to see that match.
And
but in the end, Jordan wins, obviously.
Yeah. One last thing, you know, this is similar-ish to one of those things where you're like, I ask a question and you go, good night, because it's hilarious. Not.
Okay.
Where the hell is Sami Zayn?
So, I don't know. Even Daniel Bryan himself said, so someone said to him, would you like to bring Cesaro to SmackDown? And Bryan said, well, I wanted to bring Sami Zayn to SmackDown, but that hasn't worked out, has it? Harsh. Sammy's a big star. Sammy's one of those funny guys because before he came to WWE, he was in a mask and he was called El Generico, reportedly. He was.
Sure.
He was, but play along. He was obviously in Ring of Honor. He was obviously in DDT in Japan. He was in loads of promotions. He was, as El Generico, he was a big star, big independent star, along with Kevin Owens / Kevin Steen. And the funny thing is, when he came to WWE, they took the mask off of him and he became Sami Zayn. And he was even better as Sami Zayn without the mask. Because his facial expressions, he looks just like Seth Rogen. It's ridiculous. He has a ton of personality. He was the man in NXT. And he's currently doing fuck all. I don't see a place for Sami Zayn on the show anymore.
No.
Where do you put him? Where do you slot him? I'd say move him to Raw, but I was saying move him to SmackDown. So, a feud I'd like to see is Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn.
Sure.
Purely for an in-ring, from an in-ring standpoint, I'd like to see that feud. And they need to stop Sami Zayn looking like a geek.
Yep. Yeah, he does have that kind of that. Yeah, he's got that going on, doesn't he?
But I do see later down the line, because the funny thing is, because Sami had such a good feud with Kevin Owens and they're destined to fight forever, that's a ready-made feud for when Owens wins the title. Because Owens is becoming WWE champion at some point.
Yeah.
And I would like to see Sami fight him for I would love to see Sami win the big one. Can you imagine the crowd reaction if Sami wins the big one?
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Yes. Good night.